Well, welcome back, everybody. This is From the Pocket coming at you on I guess it's Thursday morning. You know the drill. We've done this dance here several times. Christian, how are you, my guy? How have you been this week?
I'm okay.
Oh.
Not looking forward to Thursday. I don't think that's gonna go well, but who knows? How about you, Jake? How you been doing?
I've just been busy. Just cranking out work, meeting some social obligations. You know how it is. You know.
Yeah.
I stay busy. We've got I'm a little sad about today's episode, Christian, because once we finish this week out, we're halfway done with the regular season. 18 weeks, 9 weeks down. It's very weird. It's like, where does the time go? But
yeah.
With that in mind, we are starting to see the season really round into shape. So that's pretty awesome. Some things we got pretty right. Some things we got terribly wrong. That's the nature of the beast, I guess. So, Christian, I wanted to start today with kind of a check-in. We talked about the best team a couple weeks ago. I wanted to talk about MVPs today and see who you think through about halfway through the season should be considered the MVP.
So looking at DraftKings, just going over it right now, DraftKings has Mahomes at plus, I'll just do the top five, at plus 120, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen plus 350, Drake May plus 500, who would have thought, Matthew Stafford plus 1,200, Baker Mayfield plus 1,400, Daniel Jones plus 1,600, Jonathan Taylor plus 1,800, and Jordan Love plus 2,000. If I had to pick an MVP, I think it's Jonathan Taylor.
Dang.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's just a quarter. Like, I need us to make a best quarterback award and leave it up to the MVP. I think without Mahomes, I'm happy that they're back and they're getting that explosive offense and they're not just pedestrian and matriculating the ball down the field. Without Mahomes, the Chiefs are nothing. But I think a bigger part of that for Jonathan Taylor is if he that offensive line is playing amazing. Daniel Jones is having a pretty good season. He's on the MVP list as well. But you just turn on the Colts highlights games and bro, you're just seeing Jonathan Taylor just break off run after run after run. And I think he's on pace. He's the leading rusher in the league. He's on pace to have, a monster season. I get it. It's probably going to go to a quarterback. It's probably going to be Mahomes. That was my pick at the beginning of this season for MVP. I'm not mad at it. If Mahomes wins it. He's playing really well since that Giants game. So, no disrespect to Mahomes, but to me, it's Jonathan Taylor.
I do
and
like
he'll
the
probably
Jonathan Taylor
get Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, what's weird is I'm on. This isn't an official book; it's USA Today. But the lines that they're reporting,
I was using DraftKings.
But the lines that they're reporting are kind of insane. Daniel Jones, regardless of how you feel, I don't think anybody reasonable should believe Daniel Jones deserves the MVP more than Jonathan Taylor does, right? But USA Today is reporting Daniel Jones is number 6 in chance to win the MVP. Jonathan Taylor is tied for 9th. So
he's 6 on DraftKings right now as well.
That's really bizarre to me.
And Jonathan Taylor, that's crazy. Jonathan Taylor is lower than Daniel Jones.
If we're thinking about giving it to a Colt at the end of the year, I just have a hard time believing we would give it to
if they get the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and
they're
Jonathan
15-2.
Keeps doing what he's doing.
You have to give it to Jonathan Taylor.
I do agree. That said, Patty's obviously the favorite. I think Josh Allen, he is number 2, but I don't think Josh Allen should not be number 2.
He should not be number 2. I think this is just
fine, but
yeah.
He's had a down season relative to his standards, but I mean, he's not number 2. Drake May, I'm kind of digging the Drake May love.
I like the Drake May love. Like, he is playing lights out, phenomenal. Got sacked 5 times against Cleveland and still was just still slinging the ball downfield. So, like, I don't mind Drake May being up here. I do. Also, I'm a little. Why is Matthew Stafford up here?
I mean, he's having a pretty good year, but
okay.
I mean, Baker's still up here. Baker's probably gonna just. I don't know the way this season is going. Like, they're winning games, but like,
it doesn't feel. It
feels like his MVP campaign is really taking a hit. Yeah, I mean, I think to me it's either going to be Drake May or Patrick Mahomes. Like, I think we're going to get to the end of the year and it's going to be one of those guys.
It doesn't have to be a quarterback every year.
It has to be.
It doesn't. Like, just make a best QB award, and then MVP can go to like somebody like actual like.
Well, if we want it to be the best player award, yeah, like we need to probably rename it and make a quarterback award. But like, it's ridiculous. Like, the idea that Aaron Donald, right, was never considered the. If we want to pretend the MVP, I know it's most valuable player, but ostensibly it's a combination of the most valuable player that is also the best player. So that's always going to be a quarterback because that's the only position that really would qualify for that. So like, but the idea that Aaron Donald was never the best player in the league on any given season, like, again, he's a defensive tackle. He's defensive end. He made a huge impact on the game, but like, that's to me what opening the MVP award up would do. It would give not just your offense like Saquon's or Christian McCaffrey's or Jonathan Taylor's, but it would give like Myles Garrett more of an opportunity because these players are deserving of that kind of recognition to me. That's just a side tangent. I digress.
What was the last? Has a defensive player ever won the MVP?
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor won defensive rookie of the year and defensive player of the year his rookie year, and then he went on to win an MVP. So
Jesus.
Later on, Lawrence. There's been a kicker that has won the MVP. Little fun fact for you.
What year is that?
Ooh, it was for Washington. I want to say it was 1982.
Okay.
It was
82. Okay.
I think it was.
I thought it was gonna be like the 60s or something.
No, it was 1982. It was Mosley.
Damn, what was?
He was just
the team just awful, and like they
won the Super Bowl that year.
Okay, and they won the MVP.
He was the MVP of a Super Bowl winning team.
Jesus.
Yeah.
80s are wild.
I gotta. You know what? Yeah, I mean, we had Lawrence Taylor win it that year. We had. Let's see. Let's double check. Yeah, Mark Mosley. Yeah, Washington. He was the kicker.
Did he have like the most points or something? What is
the
justification?
I won't lie. I saw the America's Game documentary for this team a very, very long time ago, and I honestly do not 100% remember. I'm looking up his stat line. He was 20 of 21.
And field goals?
Yes.
He only hit 21 of 22?
20 of 21.
20 of 21. I mean, like, look, that's great, but what was his longest of that year?
48 yards.
Who was?
We're getting off on a tangent.
Who was in that league? Right. Was Joe Montana around?
Yeah. Joe Montana had just won the Super Bowl the year before. He had a bunch of game-winning. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Due to a combination of it was that was the strike.
Strike year. Okay.
Strike.
That is making.
And he played a role in the Super Bowl victory. Okay. He also set the record for 23 consecutive field goals, which was dating back to the previous season.
Okay, whatever.
I always forget what years the strikes happened, but yeah, okay. There's a couple of those seasons, but
okay, yeah. That
Mark
makes
Mosley,
sense.
Mark Mosley. So that's funny. Anyway, yeah. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Sorry,
yeah,
I just had a lot of questions. I was like,
no,
what?
it's a fun whatever. It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. Yeah, Drake May. I'm rooting for Drake May, but I don't hate you rooting for Jonathan Taylor. I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Yeah, no, it's probably going to be Patrick Mahomes. As I said at the beginning of the year.
the last time we gave a running back the award, they had to tear their ACL the year before and come back and run for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
That's what it took for them.
I mean,
to go,
look, that
all
season
right.
was insane. Like Christian Ponder was their quarterback. Was it Percy was Percy Harvin on that team?
No, Percy Harvin was on
the Seahawks.
The Seahawks by that.
Somebody.
He might not have been actually. That might have been his last year on.
And it was Christian. It was literally Adrian.
Yeah, he got traded in 2014. He was still in Minnesota then.
It was just Adrian Peterson and like him just carrying the team on his back and got them a playoff berth too.
For sure.
They win a playoff game, or did they lose their first?
I think they lost to the Packers their first game that year, if I remember.
But that was a magical season by Adrian Peterson.
No, it was a fantastic season. It was really cool.
I vaguely remember that season.
Yeah, they lost in the wild card to the Packers. Yep.
Damn, the Packers.
The Packers. Ruining everybody's dreams in the North.
Was that A-Rod or is that?
Oh, yeah. That was Aaron.
That was A-Rod.
That was Aaron Rodgers at peak form.
Aaron Rodgers was
that was Aaron Rodgers in his prime. You weren't beating them. You weren't beating him.
Unless you were in the NFC Championship.
That is when you would beat him. That is when you would beat him. What was his record? 1-4 in the. It doesn't matter. I don't want to pick on Aaron Rodgers. He's already having a bad enough week. Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about on the MVPs before we move on?
No. I think it's funny. I'm seeing Tua on DraftKings at plus 50,000, which I think is hilarious.
Put a buck down. That's all I'll say. Put a buck down.
Other notable names: Jackson Smith and Jigba. Love that. He's been phenomenal. I think for Seattle has proven he is a number one receiver. Could be fighting for that title at the end of the season as best receiver in the league. I probably still wouldn't put him there. I still believe in 18 and in Minnesota, but I mean he could take the crown. Like he could be up there this season. He's balling out. So no shame to him. Christian McCaffrey's on this list plus 15,000. Jackson Smith was plus 10,000 on DraftKings. Yeah, that's about it. Myles Garrett is on here at plus 30,000, and Micah Parsons plus 30,000. Why is Geno Smith is on the MVP list? All right, whatever.
Everybody's on the MVP list.
Yeah, I'm seeing Tua, Geno Smith, Joe Flacco, Saquon. No disrespect to Saquon. Bryce Young. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Some other quick headlines here. The Saints officially starting Tyler Shuck over Spencer Rattler this week. To be honest, I really don't think this is going to make a big difference. Tyler Shuck was not, to me, a high-value prospect. Like, they took him in the second round, so, like, you kind of feel like you got to do something with him. But, I mean, we saw him in short bursts last week. I didn't see anything special. Everything I've researched about him from the offseason, I didn't feel like he was that special. So, no, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, Tyler Shuck. I mean, I'm sure you're a cool guy. But, yeah, I don't really...
Now believing in the shuckening?
Not really. I think this offense is just bad. And as I declared on the podcast on Sunday night, I just think the Saints are bad now. I think that short time we had of them being feisty and better than you thought, it's over.
Damn.
It's over. It's really sad because I feel like a lot of teams now, you're just going to start seeing a lot of teams start to kind of give up because we're getting to that point where it's like, oh, yeah, we're not doing anything. The Titans, the Browns, the Jets probably in one more week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Moving on. Some trades. We're getting some trades ahead of the deadline a week from Tuesday.
Oh, it's next week. Okay.
Yeah, it's November 4th. November 4th. Patriots are trading Keon White to the 49ers and getting a pick, and the Steelers are getting Duggar from the Patriots. So that comes after their safety, Elliott, was injured in the game against the Packers.
Uh-huh.
So unfortunate for that, but yeah, no. So some
Yeah,
small
no
moves. I
crazy
wonder if we'll get a big move in between now and the end.
I don't know. I feel like the NFL doesn't, not like I think the NBA is a little bit better about their like mid-season trades. I feel like NFL doesn't. We really don't thrive off of that.
No, yeah, there's the trade deadline is
I think
usually pretty slow in the
the
NFL.
last one, I think the last biggest one I remember now. I could be wrong, but the Amari Cooper trade
Oh yeah, that was a
to
big one.
Dallas, like that was a big one. But I can't remember like the last
Christian McCaffrey.
big one. Oh, that was okay. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they happen.
Yeah, it happens, but like it doesn't. I feel like the NBA, it happens like a little bit more.
Von Miller to the Rams, like
Oh yeah, that was mid-season.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I mean, it happens, but I mean, and sometimes it does like make a big difference on a team going on a
I mean, yeah,
run.
true.
Sometimes it doesn't. Like I remember the Eagles traded for Robert Quinn, and the Cowboys traded for Jonathan Hankins, and everybody was clowning on the Cowboys because they're like, "Oh my God, the Eagles got Robert Quinn," and then Robert Quinn, I think he got hurt and he didn't end up doing anything for them, and then they just released him. And Jonathan Hankins was the Cowboys like one of their two best run stoppers for years. So you never know. Sometimes you're just bargain bin shopping, but it changes your team. So
True.
anyway, well, with that, Christian, we can get into Jake's picks. Oh my God, Christian, let's go over it, huh? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, last week, I bet the entire segment on last week. That was how serious I was about getting a winning week last week. And Christian, we got one.
Yeah.
We're 3-2. Unfortunately, the Steelers did not come through for us. They looked like they were after the first half, but they just said, "I don't want to do that. I don't want to beat that team," and they didn't. They didn't come close. They lost by. They ended up losing by 2 possessions. So outside of the Steelers, and then we also did lose on the Saints plus 4.5. Just last time we're gonna ever bet the Saints. It's okay. No big deal. We learned that lesson. We stuck with them a little too long. It's okay. The 3 winners, come on, never a doubt. Eagles minus 7.5. Come on now. Now.
Yeah, they were going to do that twice. Lose
Yeah.
the Giants twice.
Yeah, we had the Broncos minus 3.5. Bet of the week. Told everybody, bet of the week. Come on now. Bet your house on it. And then we had the Texans minus 1.5. So that also hit. So 3-2. And we beat Christian because he bet on the Niners like a silly guy.
Yeah, I should have stayed away from that one. That was not a good one. I wasn't very. I felt like the Texans could win because it's just all the 49ers injuries. But I thought Kyle Shanahan's been doing a pretty good job coaching this team up. But yeah, just ran into a more complete roster in the Texans. I wouldn't say a little bit better, I guess.
The Niners are just so beat to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to like.
The fact they're at 5-3 is insane.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, they're not going to play a defense as good as that for probably again this year. I mean, there's not more than 2 defenses I think that are better than the Texans. So, yeah. But anyway, getting into this, we're 20-20 on the season. So, a little bit of work to do, but we're in good shape. All right, let's go ahead and get into these. These lines this week are weird. I don't know how else to describe it, but they are weird. They are very trappy. They feel like they're trying to get me. And I won't be got. Like, Broncos plus 1.5 against the Texans.
That's crazy.
That's bait. That's bait. That's bait.
Wait. What are you on? Are you?
They want you to take the Broncos plus 1.5.
Oh.
They want you to do that. And I want to. But I know that's bait, and I'm not taking. I'm staying away from it. But it's games like that. You see those kinds of games all over the board. I mean, Colts Steelers, Colts minus 3. What is that? You know, everybody's gonna want to take the Colts. And now I'm a psycho, and I might take the Steelers because they're at home as underdogs. But we saw what happened last week. I mean, the Niners minus 2.5 against the Giants.
Yeah, I stay away from that one.
I want to bet the Niners. That's crazy. Why are the Niners giving up so few points against such a bad Giants team?
On the road.
Spooky.
I don't know.
Spooky. It's weird. So we're gonna have to be smart about this, Christian. We're gonna have to trust our fundamentals, and we are gonna do a little bit of picking the easy ones, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, I'm gonna ride with it one more time. We're going to go Steelers +3 at home.
Okay. One more time.
I mean, it's tough because this exact spot just lost, but Mike Tomlin covers pretty well in this spot. Now, that said, there's some concerns I have about this team. This team's defense is just not that good. It's just not.
Which is wild to me.
They banked all of their money on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not.
That trade is looking not good.
No disrespect to Jalen Ramsey. He's old now.
Like,
he's drafted in 2016.
Yeah.
So
Jesus, 2016.
So I am a little nervous. I'm going to give it. Look, it's an 80% spread. It's not going to always hit. It didn't hit last week. The numbers I still trust say take the Steelers as underdogs at home. I think everybody's going to want to take the Colts, so that makes me feel pretty good about it.
I mean, yeah.
But if they don't cover this week, might not take Steelers at home as underdog again for the rest of the year. That's kind of my.
That would be fair. Looking at the rest of the schedule.
Okay, next. Man, it's tough. It's tough. I don't. It's crazy how am I just a Broncos fan this year?
Yes.
Well, because
what do you mean?
Because
you've been on the Broncos since week one, since the beginning.
Here's what I mean. Last week, I had no problem taking the Broncos against my Dallas Cowboys, my team that I root for, knowing that in order for me to be right, my team was going to have to lose. So, like, I was willing to do that, but now I'm looking at the Broncos, and I'm like, I should take the Texans -1.5 here, but I'm like, but I don't want to root against the Broncos. And it's like, you were willing to do that for your actual team, but not for the Broncos. That said, fair is fair. I'm going to take the Texans -1.5.
Really? Okay.
I'm going to do it. Okay. It's the smart move. It's the move they don't want you to make.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think the Broncos are going to win straight up.
You're probably right. Man, they did start out as the thing is what's tripping me up about this. So you don't has
it flipped?
Yes.
Jay, I want to stay away from this, man.
All right, you talked me out of it.
It's flipped. You don't. I think gamblers. I don't listen to a lot of gamblers, but Nick Wright says it flips that.
When the line flips from an underdog to a favorite, and you take the favorite, you're going to lose a lot of times.
Yeah.
We'll stay away from it. You're right. Fundamentals. We are going to break some fundamentals right here, though. I'm going Lions -8.5.
I think that's a solid bet. Because the Vikings aren't good. Like
they match up. You look at the scores from these matchups. The Vikings always give up 30 or more points in these. I'm supposed to be scared of J.J. McCarthy coming back? Well, yeah, J.J. McCarthy not proven. He hasn't played in a month and a half either, so who knows what that's even going to look like, even if he ends up being back. The Lions are at home. They cover like 70% of the time at home. They're off a bye week. The Vikings are getting extended rest because they played Thursday.
They just lost. It's crazy. They just lost Carson Wentz. That's insane.
And the Vikings are not good at stopping the run, which I'm pretty sure, if I recall, the Lions are pretty good at running the ball.
Okay.
They okay. They got a pretty good running team up there. So we're gonna pick the Lions -8.5 and pray.
Yeah. That should hit. This should be.
Man, I think they all should hit, man. They don't.
That is fair. This one, this should. I know it's a divisional game, but I don't trust the Vikings quarterback situation. They can't stop the run. Lions they're both coming off, rest, but Lions at home, they're in run. Come on, man. I'm just not. I just don't believe. Like, I like Kevin O'Connell. I think he's a good coach and all that stuff, but I think he's undermanned.
And again, some of these are just so challenging, and I feel so. Like, some of these are like, dang, bro,
funny
you're
because
really walking into this.
I before we started, I went down and picked the games, and I felt like this was the easiest week
I know that's the trap. That's the trap when you're looking at all these games going, oh, come on, really? Come on. you're wrong. Somewhere, something bad's gonna happen. Yeah, dang.
Did I throw you off with that Broncos?
No, I've still been kind of formulating it, and I've narrowed it down. I'm just trying to narrow it down a little further. I'll see. I want to take the Seahawks.
Who they're playing? They're playing the Commanders on the road. They are on the read. Oh, on the read. They are on the road.
Oh, and they are good on the road too, and they're coming off a bye. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Seahawks
-3.
-3.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good one. I think Jaden Daniels is going to play. Last I heard, he was expected to practice Wednesday, but I just don't trust this Commanders team.
Yeah.
I think they're entering a stretch of their schedule that is, if you've seen it, it is brutal. And you know what? We're taking chalk. I'm sorry. It's what it is. I'm taking the 49ers -2.5. Come on. Like, if I get trapped, if the Giants upset the 49ers after the 49ers just coming off a bad loss, well, the Giants are too, but the Giants aren't good. Like, they're not. That doesn't mean anything. They're just not a good team. So, it is on the road. It is a trap, but I'm going to take the Niners and trust my instincts. Okay. And then, come on now. We know the last one.
Yep.
We know the last one.
Yep.
I do simple things, Christian. I don't linger on things outside of these bets. I try to upload every week. I try to brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every day, just for the record, just in case you hear the rumors. I do that. But also what I do is whenever I see the Chiefs at less than a field goal, we take them. Chiefs less than a field goal on the road against Buffalo. Look, I say it every time, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Go watch all our other episodes if you want to hear it. Chiefs cover 80% of the time in this spot when they're not playing the Eagles. So we don't take them against the Eagles. We take them against everybody else. And I get with Jake, it's the regular season and the Bills.
It's the regular season.
I get it. I'm going with the 80% trend and understanding I'm not going to hit it every time. It's already hit. It missed the first week of the season. It missed the first time with the Eagles. It hit with the Ravens. So we're 1 for 2. I'm not overthinking this.
Yeah.
Chiefs -2.5. So, and also just to give some analysis really quick on it, the Chiefs are so much better of a team right now than the Bills are.
Yeah.
I know the Bills are coming off a big blowout, but like the Chiefs, their defense is firing on all cylinders. Their offense looks fantastic. Patrick Mahomes is in his bag, and the Bills are, when Josh Allen plays well, yeah, they roll, but their defense is not very good. And I do not understand why the Bills are like this. To me, this line should be higher even than 2.5. I know the Chiefs are on the road, but like, and I'm concerned that they're coming off a short week and going on the road because they played on Monday. But I'm not. I think for the Chiefs, they figured that out. Like, I don't worry about Andy Reid in those spots. He's going to figure it out. So, yeah, Chiefs -2.5. So to recap, Steelers +3. That's an L. Lions -8.5. Probably. Seahawks -3. Maybe. 49ers -2.5. Probably a trap. And then Chiefs -2.5. This will probably be the week it doesn't hit. So probably going to go 1-4. But I'm playing with some fundamentals here and there. Not all the time. That's probably my issue. All right, Christian, who you got this week?
Okay. Coming off of back-to-back losses, week 7 had the Bucks +5.5. They did not cover. And then this past week, going against Jake, 49ers +1.5. Did not go my way either. So this one, I'm just doing a layup. I just want to lay up, get back into the swing of things, and then maybe week 10 we come back, take a swing at another one. And I'm just gonna go with the easy one. I think the easiest bet of the week here, to me, is Jags -3. I know they're on the road against the Raiders, but I think the Jags are the better team. They're coming off a bye. Raiders might seem to be just not figuring it out. I think they were off a bye too, but
Yeah.
I just think like the Jags are a playoff team, and they want to like keep this narrative going. You gotta beat these teams. The Raiders are done. They're not making the postseason this season, so um, you got to go in there and get a win. You got to go in there and get a win. You cannot lose this game to the Raiders. So give me the Jags -3. I think this should be an easy one. You're the better team. I guess also probably the Ravens -7.5, but I think that's a lot of points. So I'll take the field goal for the Jags.
All right. Well, Christian, going into this week, let's go ahead and start picking them. I'm coming off a 10-3 week.
Dude, I think I went to no. Yeah, no.
How'd you do? How'd you do? Did you beat me this week?
10-3.
10-3. All right. So you remain one game ahead of me.
Damn.
You have been one game ahead of me for the past 3 weeks. So yeah, that's tough. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick the games this week. We start with Thursday Night Football. We got your Dolphins and the Ravens. Lamar looks like he's playing.
Yeah, like I said, I went through and was just picking these games, and all of these just felt really easy to me. I think I have a lot of the favorite. I think a bunch of
smart.
I think a bunch of these teams I've picked are the favorites in their games. I mean, at this point of the season, I feel like I know what these teams are about. And I got the Ravens. Obviously, Lamar's first game back. I know it might be a little rusty, but come on now, it's the Ravens. I think this kind of scenario happened a few years ago. I can't remember if it was in Baltimore or if it was in Miami, but the Dolphins did upset the Ravens coming into that game, but this doesn't feel like that. As Lamar said in his press conference today, this is do or die for them the rest of the season here, and this is supposed to be their easy stretch of their games. So they got to win this one. So I'm going Ravens here. Not predicting a blowout, but I mean, it could be. It could be. That defense might have turned their season around, but as yet to see. I know Dolphins fans were really happy off that win, but I think this is our come back to reality.
Oh,
obviously rooting for the Dolphins. Obviously,
yeah, of course. Yeah, two teams that are 2-win apiece. Ravens on the road getting 7.5.
Who would have thought?
That doesn't even make sense.
But this in week 9, this would be between two awful teams. Well, people have hope. I have hope in the Ravens. A lot of people do.
I have faith in the Ravens. I think they're going to turn it around. But anyway, all right. So we're going Ravens. How about we get to the Bears and the Bengals? I'll make this quick. Look, I know. The Bengals are coming off a tough loss against the Jets. They have given up. This defense is so bad. I mean, they've given up 30-plus points in the past 2 weeks.
Zach Taylor's probably done. Yeah,
Joe Flacco's hurt, so who knows what his status is going to be. Like, the Bears are coming off a bad loss.
To win this one.
I mean, they're coming off a bad loss. You know this is a get-right for them. I know they're on the road, but I trust the Bears here, so I'm going to go Bears.
Yeah, I'm going Bears as well. But you have to win this game. Like, you have to.
Both of these teams really have to win it to
yes, both must. This is a double must win for both of them.
It is. Like the Bengals loses, they're 3-6, and you're really starting to look up and go, oh, okay, we're still a month plus away from getting Joe Burrow back, and we're already 3-6. Like, it's over. Bears, I mean, they can lose this. They'll be 4-4, but you really don't want to be dropping these games when you still got to play the Packers again. You still got to play the Lions again. You still got to play the Vikings again. Who you have already lost to, each of them. No, they haven't played. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. They haven't played the Packers yet.
Yeah, they have not played the Packers yet.
Yeah, I apologize. But 0-2 in your division, you still got to win those games. You can't be dropping games to the Bengals. All right, cool. Let's go Lions, Vikings, NFC North matchup. I'm going Lions based on my bet.
Yeah, Lions as well. Like I said, I know I get this as a divisional game. I'm not predicting a blowout. That's these divisional games are a lot closer, but I don't trust the quarterback here. Like you said, they don't stop the run well. Lions at home, off a bye. We know what they're going to do. They're going to run the guy ball, and defensively, they've been pretty solid. I think they might be a little bit healthier. Brian Branch is back off of his suspension, so I think he'll be, and the defense will be extra motivated. And this is a division opponent. They're at home. You're expected to win this game. Go out and handle business.
All right, bet.
Detroit.
Let's go Packers, Panthers in Lambeau.
Yeah.
We still don't know what my understanding, I haven't heard any update on the quarterback situation for the Panthers. Maybe something's come out since I've looked it up.
I don't.
But either way, I have, even if Bryce Young plays this team is bad on the road. I do not see a reality they go play a Packers team that everybody really wants to underrate them because, it doesn't look the way we thought it would. And it's like, guys, Jordan Love is playing fantastic. He's playing better than I thought he would.
That Sunday night game, I think that was like his best game. I think.
But it's also like that's like the third game of that caliber he's had this year. Like, I mean, he has been really, really good.
No, he's been taking care of the ball.
Yeah, minimal turnovers. Like, he's not making dumb decisions. He's gotten a little lucky on some throws, but that's part of the game.
There's always been a few
part
throws.
Of the game. That's okay.
Part of the game. He do be threading that needle a little bit.
He do be. But I just do not see a reality where the Panthers go on the road in Lambeau and beat a Packers team that they're 5-1. Like, come on.
Yeah, 5-1-1, Jake.
Don't you remind me, sir.
5-1.
Do not remind me. I'm gonna pretend that day didn't exist because it basically didn't, according to the NFL.
Well, I mean, that also helps them because they got the best record. Are they a number one seed in the NFC?
I think they're the only one-loss team in the NFC, yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine that they're number one seed.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going Packers.
Yeah, as you said, I just don't see a scenario where I see Bryce Young or Andy Dalton upsetting the Packers on the road.
Bryce Young shrugs off Micah Parsons. You don't see that?
Throws a dot downfield. No, I personally can't. If we record Monday or whatever Sunday night, I would. This is the game I would want to lead off if the Panthers get.
It would be the game. It would be the game to talk about.
I would be like, "What the hell just happened?"
It would be the game to talk about. All right, bet. Broncos Texans. Since I'm not betting the Texans, I will happily go the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos as well. I thought this was another easy one. To me, Broncos are. I don't like them that much, but they're better than the Texans.
Christian, the Texans are going to win. I just know it. I just know they're going to win. I see it coming. I'm picking the Broncos, but I know it's going to happen. All right, anyway, we're going Patriots, Falcons here. I'm going to go Patriots.
Yeah, same
Keep
here,
rolling, Drake
Patriots. May. Keep rolling, Drake May. Falcons are good. 1-2 on the road. Who's starting at quarterback? I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it matters.
Michael Penix plays it.
Yeah, and Patriots continue on rolling, and Drake May continues riding his MVP high that he's on.
Yeah. All right, bet. Let's go 49ers, Giants. I'm going to go Niners, but I also feel a little funky about this.
Yeah, this one does feel like the most trappy of the games, but I'm still sticking with the 49ers. And a lot of injuries and all that, but I think Kyle Shanahan is clearly the better head coach than Brian Daboll. Going to be interesting to see how that Cam Scatterbo injury is going to – I don't think it should impact the Giants that much, but we'll see that boost. You still are playing a rookie, so I know Robert Saleh is shorthanded on that defense, but you are playing a rookie quarterback. You should probably feel a little confident with your guys. So I'm going to go 49ers as well.
All right, cool. Let's go Steelers playing the Colts. This is a big game. Excited about this one. I am going to go out on a limb and pick the Steelers for the upset.
So if the Steelers had beaten the Packers this past Sunday night, I could see where you were going with that a little bit more. But with the Colts, man, just
Yeah.
offensively, they've just been crazy. Running, Jonathan Taylor been running crazy. Daniel Jones been dotting people up, and I just do not like this Steelers defense. It has not panned out. This being the most expensive defensive roster in the league, this is where they spent all their money, draft capital, all this stuff for the Steelers on that defense, and it just has not panned out for them.
Yeah.
And I just think the Colts are just on another level right now, offensively.
I hear you. I feel very gross taking the Steelers. I don't feel confident.
I mean, it is on the road. Colts 2-1 on the road. But yeah, I just like the Colts, man. Just give me the Colts.
All right, this one seems pretty easy. Chargers visiting the Titans. I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah. This is probably the other layup I probably should have taken, but
I mean it's a 9.5 point spread, but
it's a lot of points. But I mean,
Chargers should win, no problem.
People have been blowing out the Titans. They're just ass.
They are bad. Bad.
Yeah, Chargers as well.
All right, another easy one. Rams playing the Saints at home. Tyler Shuck, his first start is on the road against a pretty good Rams defense. I will not say great because I don't think they're a great defense, but they're pretty good. I like the Rams here.
Yeah, they'll definitely give the Saints a run for their money there. Rams as well.
This is going to be like a 13-3 game or something just ugly. Maybe like 20-3. It's not going to be a fun game. Anyway, Raiders hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Your bet of the week, Christian. I am going to go with the upset actually and pick the Raiders here.
If the Raiders win, I'm giving up on Trevor Lawrence.
I want to see if he loses in a 45-48 shootout, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, like I feel your sentiment. If they lose, it's going to probably be because Trevor Lawrence just doesn't do what he's supposed to do again.
Yeah.
I honestly almost made the Raiders one of my bets, but I opted against it. But yeah, I think they won. I'm picking them. All right. Big game of the week. Cannot wait for this. Oh my God. This is the game we wait for every year. Always must-watch TV. Yeah. Always must-watch TV. We get the Chiefs visiting the Bills. I don't care what you're doing. You got to find a TV to watch this game. Every time you see it, it's history. It's all that. So I am gonna go the Chiefs to break their regular season skid against the Bills.
I'm sticking with the trend.
Hey, fair.
Bills.
Fair.
They find a way. I don't know how they do it in the regular season. The Bills find a way, and they beat the Chiefs here. But I do hear what you're saying, and I was tempted to pick the Chiefs. They have just looked better than the Bills this season. Chiefs have come into form, so it's gonna be an interesting game. We'll see if Josh Allen can put on the cape. I think he is up against it. This Chiefs team is very formidable this year. With that offense, they're doing very well, except for running the ball. But I think this has probably been the best Chiefs offense we've seen in a couple years. So I'm still going with the Bills, rocking with the Bills, but I'm not going to be surprised if the Chiefs wins this one. They have been the better team this year, even though they started out 0-2. But
in order to find the last time the Chiefs beat them in the regular season, you got to go back to 2020, which was the first time Mahomes and Allen played each other.
Half a decade.
And then since then, in 21, 22, 23, and 24, 4-0 Bills. But in the playoffs,
can't do
20,
it.
21, 23, 24, 4-0 Chiefs.
They just flip.
They just flip. It's so Mahomes technically does have the series. It's 5-4 Mahomes if you count all the games they've played.
Yeah.
But obviously these games are not of equal weight. But the trend does say you should rock with the Bills. But I'm going to go Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to get it done this time. And then maybe lose it. Maybe they lose in the playoffs this year, you know? Maybe that sets up the, you know. All right, let's go to
Bills did lose Ed Oliver though.
Yeah, Ed Oliver's that's a good note. So that's just
they were good. Chiefs can't run and the Bills can't stop them run.
Something got to give. All right, let's go Sunday Night Football. Sunday night, we have the Seahawks traveling cross-country off a bye to Washington. Commanders coming off of a short week and coming off back-to-back brutal losses of 20 points or more in each of the past two losses. I'm going to go the Seahawks here. It's just, at some point, we just got to accept the Seahawks are that team.
Yeah, same here. They're on the road. They're 3-0 on the road. They're still got that. Still one of the best road teams in the league right now. That defense will play amazing. Jaden Daniels coming back off injury. This Commanders team isn't up to snuff as we thought coming into this year. So yeah, give me the Seahawks as well.
And with that, we go to our final game of the week, Monday Night Football. We got the Cowboys hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray has never lost a game in AT&T Stadium.
I was gonna bring that up.
Ha ha ha!
You funny. Speaking of Kyler, with so on ESPN, this is their injury report. So his foot was on the field for Tuesday's bonus practice session and was spotted throwing passes to the Cardinals' main receiving options, done by Taylor Drake of ArizonaSports.com, as he reported. So I have a little caveat here. For this one, if Kyler Murray plays, I'm going Cardinals. If he doesn't, Cowboys. That's my only caveat.
Okay.
I don't like to do it, but I do believe in that. I do believe in that. That Kyler Murray in the AT&T Stadium. I do believe in that.
It is something. He's going home. Like he is from the DFW area, so he's going home.
Was it Allen? I think we went to Allen.
Yes, I think you're right about that.
Because when we were,
I remember
that was a scary team.
I remember we were in college, living at the University of North Texas, and that was when Kyler Murray was in high school doing his thing. He was everybody was talking about him.
Allen was scary for a long, long time.
Yeah, he went to Allen. Yeah, so had a lot of success at AT&T Stadium. So I am gonna have to pick the upset here. I'm going Cardinals. The Cardinals and the Cowboys, I just don't know why, but we struggle against them. Same thing with the Broncos, I guess.
They
but
just
we struggle against them.
They just bring their desert magic in with them.
A little bit, yeah. Kyler obviously very comfortable in AT&T Stadium. I don't have any faith that we're going to be able to beat them. Their defense is better than you think. They're coming off a bye. Their offense, is going to be like every offense that we've played. They're just going to do whatever they want against us, and it's just can our offense keep up is the question, and the answer is maybe.
I think this will be
blown out, but
this is going to be close.
I could see a 31-28 Cardinals walk off,
that's a good game.
It's a good game, honestly. But to be fair, the Cardinals, they're 2-5. They have been in every single game. They have lost, I think, all of their games by one possession.
Been one possession, yeah.
So a lot of them just field goals, just walk-off field goals. So, it's not like the Cardinals are schmucks. The Cowboys technically are only one game better than them anyway. I think the Cowboys, they're going to lose. It's okay. They're going to go into a bye week and face a really brutal stretch after the bye, but that's okay. All right. Well, sounds like we've picked them, Christian. Got anything else you want to tell the people?
No, just, we're about to coming up on almost in November. Halloween's coming up this Friday. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, good one. Good call.
Make sure you're with people you trust and just be careful out there.
Yeah, be careful. Be safe.
No drinking and driving. Just, Christian
coming out Uber here with PSAs.
Uber home, and all that stuff. It's getting cooler out here, man. It's been a windy ass day today.
I think it's going to be pretty cold tomorrow, but also everybody get your Thanksgiving plans figured out.
Yeah, get your Thanksgiving.
It's coming up.
We're in holiday season now. Damn.
Yep. All right, everybody, take it easy. We love you. We cherish you. We're on Apple, Spotify, every podcast app you can think of. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a share. Leave us a comment. Give us a rating. Do whatever you got to do. Interact with our content. We appreciate it all. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.
Peace.